Just a reminder that all the 2024 recaps you're seeing on your feeds are only the highlights. I posted mine yesterday and nothing makes me more grateful for the year I had than when I reflect on 2024. But what you don't see is all the challenges a person goes through as well. My resolutions and priorities for 2025 are gonna shift a lot. I accomplished over 90% of my resolutions this year. One of them was to reach 1 million on TikTok. I was able to triple my social media income this year, which is so crazy to think about. I also wanted us to settle down and furnish our home, and we also ended up finally going on our honeymoon 9 months after the wedding. The reason I was able to accomplish almost all my goals this year is because Hassan and I are huge goal setters. We literally have weekly meetings and just plan out our entire life together. Even though I accomplished my career goals this year, which I'm so happy about, this was also the year where I started getting anxiety for the first time in my life. The anxiety got so bad that it would take a huge toll on me and it would put me in these extremely depressive episodes. And for months, I had no idea why I was feeling this way, and it would drive me crazy because I'm naturally a very happy, upbeat, hyper person, but I just couldn't control how I was feeling and all these negative thoughts I was having. And I just didn't understand it because it's like I'm living the life I always dreamed of. My family's healthy and I'm just filled with so much gratitude. So why am I feeling this way? But my brain would constantly create these scenarios and negative thoughts inside my head, and I would always feel so suffocated and trapped. It literally felt like someone was sitting on my chest and just like yanking my head back 24/7. Now that I think about it, I know external factors were playing a huge role in why I was feeling this way. One of them being all the wars that have been happening this year. I was always glued to my phone for months at a time, checking for updates every hour. And because of that, my entire For You page was just filled with wars and crimes. I was always paranoid, always in a terrible mood. Every time I open TikTok, I see a new crime happening or someone dying. And because social media is my job, I developed a social media addiction. I didn't know how to balance using social media as my job and just being a chronic scroller who's just constantly consuming all this devastating and horrific news. There was also a lot of life changes lately with me getting married and moving and just not being around my family as often. I feel like I constantly worry about my parents getting older. Just an overall take from 2024, reality hit me in the face this year. Let's just say that. It just hit me that life is temporary and we're all gonna die one day. Like, this is the year where I just woke up. Other than the external factors that were affecting me, I also feel like my anxiety could be caused from some sort of hormonal imbalance. You guys know my sleep schedule is horrible. Horrible. Absolute trash, okay? And it's been like that for as long as I can remember. I literally go to sleep between 2 to 4 a.m., which is honestly so unhealthy. And I'm also constantly always bloated and inflamed, which means something just isn't sitting right with my gut, which sends signals to my brain, which triggers my anxiety. See how that works?